Are you tired of spending a fortune on espresso in coffee shops and never getting the same taste at home? Do you also complain about the inconsistency of the espresso you make at home? In this video, we'll explore the science behind making the perfect espresso coffee and how it can help you make a better cup of coffee. Drinking coffee is a common pleasure for many people. However, coffee made at home may not taste as good and drinkable as coffee from a cafe. In fact, if you drink coffee from the same cafe every day, you may notice that the taste of the coffee you drink changes from day to day. Skilled baristas know that there is a science to the complex recipe required for a perfect espresso. But if this science is misunderstood, the resulting espresso can taste bitter and sour. There are certain standards for brewing espresso. However, most coffee shops do not follow these standards closely. Sometimes they use too much coffee or don't check the freshness of their coffee. Sometimes they adjust the water pressure, temperature, and other important variables to their liking. These technical differences can significantly affect the quality and taste of espresso. The importance of freshly ground coffee. One of the most important factors in making a great espresso is using freshly ground coffee beans. When coffee beans are exposed to air, they begin to lose their flavor and aroma. This is why it is so important to grind your coffee just before brewing. Invest in a quality burr grinder to ensure consistent grind size and optimal extraction. Choosing the right cores. Not all coffee beans are created equal, and this is especially true when it comes to making espresso. Look for beans labeled specifically for espresso. These beans are usually roasted a little darker to enhance the rich flavors and create a strong espresso shot. Experiment with different blends and origins to find the perfect one for your taste buds. Adjusting the grind size. The grind size of your coffee is another important element of brewing a perfect espresso. If the grind size is too fine, the water will struggle to pass through the coffee, resulting in a bitter and over-extracted shot. On the other hand, if the grind size is too coarse, the water will flow too fast, leading to a weak and under-extracted espresso. Aim for a fine grind size, similar to table salt. Espresso machine. Investing in a high-quality espresso machine is a game changer when it comes to making the perfect espresso at home. Look for a machine with constant temperature control, built-in pressure gauge, and these features. Espresso is a type of coffee obtained by brewing coffee beans with heated water under 9 bar pressure. Espresso is a popular coffee variety worldwide for its rich taste and creamy consistency. To make the perfect espresso at home, it is important to invest in a high-quality espresso machine. An espresso machine allows you to control the pressure, temperature, and other variables needed to brew espresso. Here are the things to consider when choosing an espresso machine. The ideal water temperature for espresso is 90-95 degrees. An espresso machine with constant temperature control ensures that the espresso has the same flavor and consistency every time. The ideal water pressure for espresso is 9 bar. An espresso machine with a built-in pressure gauge allows you to check the water pressure. For espresso, coffee beans must be finely ground. An espresso machine with an adjustable grind setting allows you to adjust the degree of grinding of the coffee to your liking. The preparation of espresso, cappuccino, latte, and other espresso-based coffees requires milk frothing. An espresso machine with milk frother facilitates the milk frothing process. Which type of espresso machine should I choose for my coffee? Espresso machines are divided into 2 main categories, manual and automatic, according to the way they are used. Manual espresso machines require the user to manually control each stage of the espresso brewing process. These machines require more experience and skill. The other type is automatic espresso machines, which perform most of the espresso brewing process automatically. These machines require less experience and skill. What is the science behind a cup of coffee? The flavors in espresso are derived from approximately 2,000 different compounds extracted from the coffee beans during brewing. The brewing method also plays a critical role in determining the overall flavor. Espresso is the most complex coffee in terms of brewing method because it requires precise measurements. The researchers therefore focused on creating a mathematical model for a property known as extraction yield, EY. Extraction is the method of separating flavors and other components from roasted and ground coffee. It is the basic measure used by the coffee industry to prepare different coffee recipes. Roughly, it is how much, by weight, or what percentage of the coffee is dissolved in the water in which you prepare your coffee. For example, if 4 grams of 20 grams of coffee dissolves in water, then the extraction will be 20%, 4G 20 The formula used to calculate the extraction yield is as follows. Percent extraction yield, It brewed coffee, GXTDS percent, dose G. In this formula, brewed coffee, it is not the amount of water you use to prepare the coffee, but how much liquid is actually in the cup. Dose refers to the amount of dry coffee you use. TDS, total dissolved solids, refers to total dissolved solids. The range for different types of coffee is 1/12%. The higher the percentage, the stronger the coffee. The correct or ideal extraction percentage is considered to be 18-22%. Below this percentage, the coffee will taste sour or very acidic, and above it, bitter. To get better tasting coffee, you can follow these tips. Use fewer coffee beans. When you use fewer coffee beans, you get a higher extraction yield. This allows you to extract more aroma and flavor from the coffee beans. Grind your coffee beans coarser. Coarser ground coffee brews faster and allows you to achieve higher extraction yields. Shorten the brewing time. Reducing the brewing time allows you to extract more aroma and flavor from the coffee beans. For example, if you use 15 grams of coffee instead of 20 grams and grind your beans coarser, you'll get a shot that goes really fast but tastes great. 7 to 14 seconds instead of 25 seconds is enough for a much better result. By shortening the time and reducing the amount of coffee, you will be able to extract much more flavor from the beans. As you can see, making the perfect cup of coffee is a lot more complicated than it sounds. But by following these tips, you can make cafe-quality coffee at home. Espresso is a rich and creamy coffee that is a favorite of coffee lovers. Making the perfect espresso at home takes some practice and trial and error, but it's worth the effort. By following our tips, you can make cafe-quality espresso in your own home. Bon appétit! As we come to the end of this video, we would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope you enjoyed the content and information we shared with you. If you did, please click the like button below. Your positive feedback motivates us to create more informative and engaging content. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a video. By subscribing to our channel, you become an active member of our community. Your participation inspires us to create more content that matches your interests and preferences. So thank you for being part of our community. Hope to see you in our next video. Take care and goodbye.